So this episode of the podcast is really looking at those of you out there who are interns. And maybe it was a summer internship, or maybe it's a work study that you're doing this fall. Some of you may be wrapping up your internship. It's recently completed, or you're seeking another one. Yes, you are truly the heart of today's episode. Now, I want you to bear with me. When I was thinking about what to share with you, my notes began to resemble a flow chart. But this is a podcast, and I can't simply hand you a pretty diagram to follow. So let's just start here with this question. Who helped you land your internship? Was it someone in the career services office at your college? Was it a company representative who attended an on-campus recruiting or company information day? Was it a personal connection who either acted as a reference or actually referred you directly to an opportunity? In all of these instances, there was a human, not simply a posted job listing, that directed you to the opportunity. If someone helped you, you should acknowledge that help. Send them a note of thanks. It doesn't matter on a scale of 1 to 10 how helpful they really were. If any help was extended your way, I want you to acknowledge it. Here's why. 70% or even as high as 85% of jobs are found through networks. LinkedIn has studied this, so if you don't want to believe me, believe them. Personal connections move resumes from the black hole of online applications onto a hiring manager's desk. Networks may even reveal the hidden market of exciting, never-posted jobs when it appears that a company or organization is not hiring. Personal networks create jobs where none had previously existed. I know that's happened to me. It's also kind of happened for two of my interns, and I'm going to talk about both of them. One, Abby, was really interested in working in the startup community in New York City, doing her degree down in North Carolina. She was also interested in working with women entrepreneurs. She searched around online and she found me. She convinced me to hire her even though I was not even thinking about having an intern. We crafted an internship so that she could get credits for school because, as I said, I hadn't thought about hiring an intern because I couldn't pay them. Anyway, Abby crafted an internship with a little chutzpah and smarts and hustle online. My second intern, who has been working with me over the summer, well, she got really smart. She enlisted the help of her mother. Her mother tapped into her network, and her mother emailed me. And when I looked at her resume, I realized, well, yeah, I could help her get that other internship, but what I really wanted was for her to come and work with me. And lucky for me, yes, I did put her onto that other internship, but lucky for me, she came to work for me instead. And hopefully, the experience has been as meaningful for her as it was for me. So you need networks. That's why I'm sharing both of those examples. So let's return to who helped you land your internship. If you haven't sent a note of thanks, this is the time to do it. Be genuine. Admit you overlooked the courtesy of reaching out in the excitement of landing the job or the internship and the experience. And you know what? You blew it. You didn't say thanks quick enough. Just be genuine. Admit it. Own it. Share details on what occurred during the summer or whenever your internship took place, from the projects you worked on to the names of people you worked alongside or reported to. Share as many details as you can. And don't forget to share the outcomes. You probably had a performance review or you got some feedback. Share that as well, because those are little bits and tidbits of information that might lead that person to want to help you find maybe your next internship or role. Here are some other action steps I'd like you to take to tie up your internship in a neat, nice networking bow. Commit to personally acknowledging or thanking everyone you've had the opportunity to work with during your internship. Try to do this in person if you can. Some simple ways to do this include stopping by their desk or work area, or even when you spot them in the cafeteria line, just shake their hand and thank them. As I said, you don't need to schedule individual meetings to turn gratitude into a major production, because if that's what I was giving you advice to do, my guess is you wouldn't do it. And the more important thing is to extend the thanks. I just want you to make it happen. If you can't find time to do this in real life, or your internship is over and you're back at school and you're listening to this podcast and you're horrified that you didn't thank people, I want you to send a note. Yes, go old school, buy a card, find a stamp, and locate a mailbox. Next on my list of internship to-dos, or post-internship to-dos as the case may be, update your LinkedIn profile. While the details of your summer internship projects are still fresh in your mind, include details on any technical as well as soft skills you used on the job. I really want to stress the soft skills for a moment. LinkedIn's 2018 Emerging Jobs Report highlighted that the largest skills gap are soft skills. So what the heck are soft skills? They're actually kind of hard skills. So if you have them, I really want you to highlight them. Soft skills include communication skills, leadership skills, time management skills. If during your internship you delivered a presentation, completed a project within a tight deadline, or led a team, highlight this in the description of your internship. Too often, a description of a role or a resume on LinkedIn, on your profile, on wherever you're writing it down, too often it simply recites the official job description instead of telling the story of what you actually contributed or learned on the job. Tell your story, as it will give you a leg up in the job market. While you're on the LinkedIn platform, reach out to connect with those you've worked with during your internship, and remember to personalize your outreach message. If you've read my book or caught a few of my tweets, you know a generic request to connect is a massive pet peeve of mine. Why should you connect with colleagues and coworkers from your internship? This falls into the you never know category. You may not have any desire or ambition to return to the company you interned for. However, you may want those people as references or to refer you to other future job opportunities. At this point in time, LinkedIn is the best tool I know to keep others aware of what you're interested in and to maintain those connections and grow your professional network. Finally, one more action step to put the cherry on the top of your internship. Reach out to someone who has mentored you over the course of the internship or has given you guidance that you've applied on the job. And I want you to reach out to them to simply let them know how helpful their advice was and how you put it to good use. While offering up advice and helping others is part of a mentor's DNA, knowing the utility of the advice, how you used it, and how you put it to work adds to that kind of helper's high that many of us get from mentoring. It also keeps that person in your corner should you need to seek their advice or guidance in the future. We'll see you next week. Thanks for listening.